Say yes to new beginnings.
Yes.
Say yes to new beginnings.
Yes.
Say yes to...
Now, why are most people unaware of the benefits, that they stand to benefit from real estate?
Number one is upbringing. Number two is association. Number three is environment. Number four is ignorance. And number five is life. So I've thrown out because so let's start with number one is background and upbringing. If you grew up in a family where they tell you fingers are not equal, as if you are a finger, where they tell you no people like us, they buy land, or land is for rich people. So if you grew up in the background where your father, your grandfather, your ancestors, nobody owned land, everybody is a generation of tenants. Your grandfather worked in the Nigerian Railway, your father worked in Nigerian Airways, now you are in NIPOS. So it's a generation of civil servants. Your grandfather didn't have land, your great-grandfather didn't have, your father doesn't have. So that upbringing, nobody is talking land. You are just thinking of money to rent. That upbringing affects people because they then don't know what to do. Number two is the environment that you are in. If you are in an environment of impossibility, where you are in an environment where things are not made easy for you, there's a particular species of shark that when you put that particular species of shark in an aquarium, the largest it can grow to is 9 inches. Shark. But when you remove that shark from the aquarium and put it into the ocean, it grows into its full potential. So the environment we are in does not encourage home ownership for everybody. Home ownership in this kind of environment that we are in is like for the elite and for rich people. But when you are in the Western world, where the environment tells you, banks are telling you, we can help you with your first house. We can help you with mortgage. So even as a student, you can buy a 1-bedroom studio apartment in London, or you buy a condo in US, or you buy a flat in Hong Kong, because the mortgage is there, the education is there in the environment. Number three is association. The people you move with matter. When you see tenant, they're always moving with tenant and they remain tenants. But when a tenant begins to move with landlord, the association will demystify tenancy. But when you see poor people moving with poor people, all they are doing is to gang up against the landlord and be insulting landlord. Whatever you insult, you cannot attract. You are busy talking about landlord, insulting landlord, dishonoring landlord. Sit down there. You will remain a tenant. But when you are moving with people that have bought land, association, peer pressure, if there are 6 of you in a close relationship and 2 people bought land and built, they invited you for their foundation laying. Whether you like it or not, say, John, you don't need to say, how much you buy the land? Me too, I need to buy you. Okay, I can arrange for you to get half plot or quarter plot. Before you know it, association will begin to affect you in being able to move forward. Number 4 is ignorance. When people don't open up to knowledge, ignorance is darkness, ignorance is bondage. So when a lot of people are not knowledgeable, they remain at the outskirts of success. And they look from the outside thinking it's impossible, it's not for people like us. But when they have the right information, they will realize that there is nothing they cannot achieve if they try. So you hear people say half bread is better than none. A bird in hand is worth more than 2 in the bush. All kinds of terrible mindsets, dangerous software that is running people into poverty. But when they begin to have the right kind of knowledge, through motivation, through inspiration, through education, through mentorship, then it becomes easy. Then number 5 is life. Life happens. You see, this life is a school. And life is not a straight line. So you may even know about real estate, you want it, but the money is not there. The opportunity is not there. Every time you gather the money, one trouble will come. So life happens. But one thing you need to understand is no matter what, once you have the right knowledge and you have the desire, you are acting on it, it's only a matter of time. You will get there.